projects, a lot of projects, trying to solidify themselves in late Q3 and Q4. So we've got our floor systems here, and this is one thing unique to Guerdon is you see this double perimeter engineered rims. This is where the strength of the project starts.
Right.
Okay. So we have a mill that cuts all our parts and pieces. We have a jig table, so we have the way to ensure everything's square and level like it should be. But here's the big thing that's in the water lines, drain lines. Then we'll come to this station. We do our insulation here. And our floors underneath. These are the dollies that the modules travel back through. It is an automated saw that you use in.
Right.
It cuts all of the framing.
Right.
All of the framing.
Yeah.
Lays out all of the openings, all the studs, all those whatever.
Wow, wow.
I'm working on the design phase for 20, by the end of 25. So we did our position walls, interior walls. This is an example of sub-assemblies. Traditionally, we want to drywall return on windows. So we're doing a proto here of a test for this whole window insert to go in. And we're showing it to clients because we can save, like in a project, if we go with this versus a typical drywall return.
Right.
On the project that we did the most due diligence on was like 125 modules. So you bring up a skin of lumber, you put it on the saw, it'll go through, and when it comes out, it feeds these framing areas. So this is the area it's going to be installed.
Right, right.
And so that tells you how big it is. The same beautiful part of it. Here's the other portion.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. In a week, we're going to do 24 modules. Well, those 24 modules, let's say there's a project that is heavy with studios.
Right.
Say it's like 80% studios. So when you got a run of studios that are back to back to back to back to back,
Right.
you got kitchens and kitchens and kitchens, and you do. So that sometimes you got to change your run rate because that has the density, that has the more labor intensive. So if you have 20 modules in your working process, and you're asked the question, how many of those modules at the end of the production day, the end of the tap times, how many of those modules are 100% drywalled, finished, and ready for paint to be installed?
Right.
If you don't hear 50% or 55% or 60%, you're not going to have a higher producing plant.
Right.
Because think about that. So if you're building a project and everything's painted and you're ready for cabinets to go in, you're ready for finishes to go in, you're making progress with being finished. If you're near the end of your production line and you have a lower amount of modules that are finished, painted, ready for finishes, your throughput's not going to be there. You're just not going to get there. So our design with our vertical wall jigs is increasing our module count from 11 to 13 and 14 in our end of day process. So that helps, it's going to help us speed up. I'm adamant that you don't do work outside. You may install FF&E, but you don't do your work outside. You don't, why, if you're working outside at a modular factory, you're no different than a site builder. You're outside working. You could be out on a job site working. You know, Do it inside where your tools and jigs and fixtures.
Right, and that's what the beauty of offsite construction, that where you have 82% of the building built inside a controllable environment.
He was talking about Ken, you know, he did Offsite magazine.
Yeah.
And I wrote an article, he hadn't posted yet. And it was pretty tough. I said in the article, if we run factories
Right.
and we work outside of the factory, why are we different than site building?
Right,
Do it inside the building.
right,
That's the advantages of why you do it the way we do it.
right, absolutely. And with the track record of over 240 hotel, mixed-use hospitality, and with multiple projects that all of us gonna be experienced walking through, you know, this is the operation that non-stop try to improve, you know, the operation productivity and the environment, so that you can stay as a leader in the offsite builder industry.
Well, I love
Right?
I love to say it this way.
Mhm.
If you're a builder, developer,
Yes.
and you're considering doing offsite, working in a factory, volumetric, I love to say it this way. Let me ask you a question. Do you want to build your computer outside in the rain? Do you want to build your automobile outside in the rain? So why do you want to build your project outside?
How about in Seattle we build Boeing
Always in the rain.
as a right?
So
Yeah, so I appreciate that. You know, I think that we automobile industry already build inside factory, and Tesla build inside factory. Boeing in Seattle, aviation industry already built inside the factory and have a predictable and you know, the way that they can do it is very controllable. The
Yeah.
only thing the only industry that's not controllable is the construction industry.
Well-
where we can have the productivity and efficiency, and of course, that producing profitability for the owner and investor,
Well,
right?
so
Yeah.
if you're okay, another analogy is okay, you're outside and you're site building, stick building, you're doing a traditional way of building a project. It's rained for 2 weeks. Now it's clear. Now you're trying to get it under roof. Where's that moisture going? I mean, it's already there. It's got to go somewhere. So you're building as fast as you can. You're encapsulating that moisture, and it's got to go somewhere. Something. It's going to. So it has an effect on what you do. And I really get some interesting looks when I say, "Do you want to build your computer outside in the rain? Do you want to build your automobile outside in the rain?"
So the
why do you
answer
want-
would be no.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Every time. Absolutely.
That's no brainer, right? Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you, Ray.
Tommy.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Thank you. So let's talk a little. I don't know how long it's been since you've been to the factory, but we've got 2 jigs. We build our ceiling systems here. We go into these tunnels, and that's another portion of where we're drywalling. The ceilings are already installed, so we're drywalling and finishing the ceilings before they're ever installed on the units.
Right, correct.
So again, every time you can, when we go out of the door, every part of your completion you can push back that way. You're going to be more efficient. You're going to have better profit.
Right.
Excuse me.
And you know what, Mr. Tommy, is a good product that you build.
Thank
And you know, I talk to a lot of property manager, owner, you know, that using your building system. Yeah.
Well, absolutely. Well, that's why I like to see what our report card is. I mean, we just closed out a project, closed out less than 0.5% warranty cost. I want 0. I want 0 cracks. I want to get it. I want to just keep perfecting it more.
Right. And so what area are we entering into right now?
This is
Mr. Tommy? Yeah.
station 16 and 17. This is where we're doing pre-finishing cabinets, and now we're getting to where we get to our finished modules as they go out.
Right. And those are the units that's ready to put on the truck and go. And then hopefully faucet can
Yes.
start can really take this,
Ship them with no
Ship-
shortages,
Mhm.
ship them without drywall cracks, ship them dry.
That's correct.
And
That's correct.
and stack them and go.
Right. Now we, at the builder and developer investor community, we appreciate the work that you done and the project that you build, and it definitely high quality.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm passionate about quality.
Mhm.
I am adamant about continuing to improve the quality and drive that cost down.
Right. Mhm.
All right, let's head this way.
And what area right here we enter into?
So we do some, our material pickers, they stage a lot of the materials here that they feed the line with.
Mhm.
So we have, all of the projects as they go through, at each station, there's a material list that like, and, so a lot of this is staged each day here for it to go out.
That's correct.
Okay?
Right. Very controllable environment.
Oh, it's
together.
absolutely.
Right.